Hey Leo, welcome to your mid-March check-in. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind, yada yada. As always, in the description box below is information about the decks I am using, as well as how to book a one-on-one session with me. And for you aspiring readers out there, there's the link to my course, Total Tarot, if you'd like to check it out. Otherwise, let us dive in and see what we've got going on here. Okay, so we have trust. Trust is coming up. Perhaps you've been working too hard, really just focused on, it's like a feeling of rigidity, not kind of pushing yourself to go above and beyond and lacking, maybe burning yourself out. It's time to be a little more gentle with yourself with this compassion and back to nature card, especially with them appearing in the reverse. But let me flip those over. There we go. I feel like I'm really attracted to these symbols here. And there may be certain, it's like having to decipher something. Maybe someone's being really unclear with you, and so you're trying to cover all of your bases. Or you're only getting bits and pieces of information that's actually causing you to work harder. Maybe you just lack the trust within yourself to really be able to decode or decipher what is going on. And so you're allowing yourself to kind of work all possibilities here, hedge your bets to a certain degree. And instead, you've really got to devote yourself to something, choose a direction, figure out kind of what lesson lies within this space and create some type of framework for you to take a little bit off your plate and to readjust in some way. The card we have here is authenticity. And when it comes to authenticity, it's like we can't be all things to everyone. We can just be ourselves, plain and simple. I love how this image, we have kind of this DNA, the double helix, and then it turns into a ladder. And so it's like there's something naturally within you that you can use to ascend, to move your way up, to be recognized, to reach new heights, new vistas, new perspectives, instead of having to try to cover all the bases here, like I said before. Oh, wow. We have a lot of energy here. 1 second while I grab all the cards that fell. And we're back, Leo. So sorry about that. The cards just basically, the deck exploded in my hand. Half the deck fell on the floor, which is telling me there's a lot you've had to maybe leave behind or put on the back burner, maybe. It was interesting because there were so few cards that kind of popped up to me. There was one that was kind of on the bottom of the deck that I was holding, and then one was up, face up by itself on the floor. The other one was face down by itself on the floor. So I feel like, interestingly enough, the Four of Cups was the one that was face up. And with this, it's kind of just being I have what I have, I do what I do, and I feel a certain way about it, and I just don't have space for anything else, right? Perhaps you're being encouraged to do something, take something on, maybe someone sends you a link for some type of opportunity or grant or something that you want to pursue, but you're I just don't have the time, I don't have the spoons, the resources, the things that I need in order to do this. So you kind of cast it aside, you put it on the back burner, you're not accepting something here that could be really great for you. So I almost want to just put it over here under this trust card. Now the Six of Wands was already there, and it was actually the card that was face down. And I feel like this is something that's hidden from you. And it could be something that you're kind of not exploring. And with the Six of Wands, it usually has to be victory, coming up to the finish line, finding harmony in what you do and what you've accomplished. It's there are other people still trying to figure things out, but they see you and they're willing to celebrate you. And I feel someone is coming in to be supportive or to offer you something, and you're just not giving them the time or the space. Now, this Tower card kind of comes in, and what this tells me is you've got to stop building walls. You got to stop isolating yourself and kind of making yourself untouchable, unavailable, unaccessible. Be more available to different things, especially when something comes in for you. It's it's a take it or leave it now. It's maybe it's something that you can't come back to later. It's something that you've got to kind of jump on quickly in order for you to keep moving forward. It could be that you're just allowing yourself to move in a place that's a dead end. Yeah, because then we have this Chariot card reversed, which is you're not willing to allow yourself to be led by the unknown. It's like you want to stick with things that are certain, things that you do know. Maybe you've lost some sense of magic or fullness, and so maybe you're feeling depleted. Maybe you don't have enough left in the tank to just like really pursue something that falls into your lap. And it's like, well, if you need help, ask for it. Or if you need to take a day off, ask for it. If you need some space to be able to, take advantage of whatever's coming your way, like do it. Maybe there's an issue with organization here, and that's kind of keeping you from pursuing something or really allowing you to jump on this opportunity here. It can also have to do with things maybe about the past. Maybe you don't feel very confident, but it's like someone believes in you. Someone believes in you, Leo. So it's like you gotta just like get back on the horse. Here we have the Judgment card. Yes, this is something that you're meant to do. You've got to get out of the box, Stop thinking about all of the things that have to be in line for you to move in alignment. Here we have this 5 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. And what it's telling me is like it's time for you to focus on the solution. Stop coming up with problems or excuses as to why not. Instead, just be like, yeah, why not? Just change your tone a little bit, man. It'd be really beneficial for you. All right, let's get into another deck here. All right, we have the Hanged Man here representing you. It's in the reverse, which is telling me, you're done having to sacrifice things. Perhaps you feel like there's nothing else left to lose, and that's one of the best things when it comes to starting something fresh. Here we have the 4 of Swords. And I feel like maybe you're someone who wants to like stay out of situations that could affect you emotionally, or maybe you've done a lot of things to get yourself into a place where you've tricked yourself to think that you're comfortable with what you're doing and who you are, but in all actuality, there's still more work to do. It's important for you to take a break from all of that critical self-talk or thinking, right? That mindset, in order for you to take charge and to go into battle, to make some things happen, to carve a way out for you, to charge forward. Underneath you, we have this 3 of Wands. And I feel like, with this, it's like, maybe you've abandoned some type of pathway. Maybe you've abandoned or refused, again, some type of adventure because you'd much rather be in control, right? You don't want to be in a space where things feel out of control or there's a lot of stuff kind of going on. You want things to be easy, or perhaps things that are more predictable. There's something about you that's not wanting to hop back in, which is, I feel like, very unlike you, Leo. It's like you're staying away from like adventure and like surprise. You don't want to be surprised. And it's like, but what if it's a good surprise? That's just what I'm picking up here. And then with the Fool card reverse kind of up here, what I'm feeling is like, all right, you're delaying the inevitable here. You're delaying the inevitable because there's some sort of, again, self-judgment against yourself. There's a lack of faith here that's causing you to be afraid of your own power, grounding into your own power. Here we have the Emperor, and this could signify maybe someone who's a bit overbearing, maybe someone who's telling you what to do, and that's kind of put you in the state of like, minimizing yourself, avoiding certain things that really light you up and get you excited. Here we have this 8 of Swords in the near future. It's like you gotta stop putting limitations on yourself where there are none. Then we have this 2 of Cups here, and this is just like you kind of like not really, again, just like feeling kind of untouchable, but in a sense that you're isolating. You don't really want partnership. You don't really want to deal with other people. It's almost like you got your hands too full, and you're just not connecting with your true self, with that authentic self. 10 of Swords here. What I'm feeling is like there's an end to something. There's an end of you needing to feel like you protect yourself and being prideful, something about being prideful. Maybe you're concerned about the amount of ambition that you have and you don't want to get crushed again. And then we have the Two of Swords. For some reason, this Two of Swords felt like it needed to come out this entire reading. And it's like, it's time to just go where your heart tells you. Like, really. And it's like, maybe you're afraid because you're afraid that you're just going to be overcome again, that, you know, you'll be duped and for some reason. And then we have the Four of Cups, which is, to me, just saying again, you're not moving forward. You're not accepting this thing. It's something that you were just not accepting. And it could be something maybe aligned to your past. Maybe you've had a bad experience and you're like, no, I'd much rather not, because maybe this Emperor was from the experience that you're thinking about with whatever is coming in for you. Or maybe the person that brings it to your table is someone you don't really associate with. And so you disregard it. You take it as nothing. When in fact, it could be something really magical for you. Yeah, here we have the Two of Wands, the Lover's card, and the Six of Swords. I feel like there's really no choice. I feel like you've got to make this transition. You've got to take the time and really commit to it. I feel like with this Ten of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, you're really worried more about your security and being committed to that. And it's like, so you may be working with some type of like scarcity mindset, or really feeling or wanting to feel secure in oneself, and therefore not going into spaces that trigger your insecurities. And what I feel like is necessary for you is to face those fears, to like feel the fear and kind of do it anyway, is what I'm getting here. And, you know, it's okay if there's some setbacks. It's okay if there's some unexpected moments that arise here, because ultimately I think you're going to do just fine. Let's see. Yeah, we have this Ace of Cups. It's like you're just delaying something that's being offered to you, something that allows you to start fresh, something that gives you like new life. Yeah, and then we have this Page of Wands, which is like, you know, accept this. Accept, you know, I almost feel like he's looking at this wand like it's a mirror. Like that creativity is an expression of self. You need the space where you can express yourself. So allow yourself the space to do so. If your own insecurity is holding you back, then it's an internal battle and not an external one. And with internal battles, usually they end up becoming projected into our reality, and we mistake it as it being someone else. We mistake it as, you know, being the other, or being something that's imposed upon us. We take it personally without realizing that we are the cause of it, because we're carrying that frequency, right? And so people unconsciously pick up on those things. And so you're being called to actually do a lot of personal development through making this choice. And it's not going to be an easy road, because you're going to find out a lot of things about you and your own relationship and intimacy of self that will completely change the world around you. So be open to it. Be self-aware. And choose something differently. Go out on a limb here. You got this. All right. That's what I have for you, Leo. Until next time.